All right, good morning. Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Okay, and I'm just trying. Miss Grace, we have someone holding for report. What position was that again? Deloche. Okay. Hold for report. All right, good morning,
Number
folks.
one, Judge.
It was position one?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we're going to begin with our state all-purpose calendar shortly, as soon as the courtroom chimes in. Are we having a AC/DC come in as well? Miss Grace, do you know if AC/DC is chiming in as well, or just courtroom two?
I'm not sure, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll be in a brief recess until courtroom two. Mr. Moran, did you have anything to announce?
Nothing at the moment, Your Honor, except that my client's not going to be here today because he's in custody in Fulton County on a new aggravated assault charge with no bond.
Okay, who's your client?
Oh, I just saw that. I see that the court's brought him over potentially.
Oh, okay. All right, so, and who do we have in courtroom two? Which counsel? I can't see. Oh, Mr. White. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Mr. White.
Mr. Merkel will probably be here as well, Judge.
Mr. Who?
Merkel,
Who?
the new guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we're going to begin with our state all-purpose calendar with the Fulton County State Court. These are misdemeanor cases which have been formally accused, bonds have been set, and today we are going to discover how the defendant would like to move forward with his or her case. When we address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court during this virtual proceeding that's not only being recorded but live streamed, please remember your comments can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one would be appointed to represent you. So we begin with courtroom two. Who do we have?
Number two, Ms. Dizar.
Position two, Michael Denizard. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right.
And that's my
Mr.
client, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Denizard, your attorney is Mr. Moran, who is on the screen. Hopefully you can see him. And you've been advised of your rights, and he's charged with battery from January 9th. Mr. Moran, how are we proceeding with your client's case today?
We received an offer on this case about 3 minutes ago. We've not received discovery yet, and so I would ask that this be reset to give the state time to send those over, or to send that over, and for me to relay the offer to Mr. Denizard because I literally got it just now.
All right.
Which is not Heather Tucker's fault because I sent her an email late yesterday afternoon. So it's both of our faults.
Okay. Your client has been in custody now for how many days?
I believe 24 days.
All right. Has he got any other charges pending?
Yes, he was. So he was not in custody on this case, Your Honor. He's in custody, I believe, on a new case, and is there without bond on at least one charge.
You did mention that. Thank you. Okay. Miss Tucker, would you be able to send the discovery eventually?
Yes, I will. As soon as I get off this calendar, I'll get it all together.
All right. Case is reset to April 16th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. And if
And
we're able to work out a resolution in advance of that, could we potentially reach out to your office and get this back on the calendar before then?
If you do reach a resolution, please reach out to Michael Jordan,
Okay.
and it's michael.jordan@fultoncountyga.gov with any proposed plea in absentia or anything to that effect.
Okay. And Mr. Denizard, could you call our office after court, please?
I would just leave the number.
Did you hear him?
No.
Mr.
He said he needs the number and I can transcribe it and give it to him if you want.
Right,
Sure,
so
it's
Mr. Moran,
40
put in the chat, and Mr. White will write it down for him.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Moran. You're free to go once you've provided the number. Thank you. All right, position 2 is a reset. And then South Annex, who do we have? The deputies at South Annex?
Yes, we have, it's Deputy Morris. We have Mr. Lockett and Mr. Weems.
Mr. Lockett and Mr. Weems, okay? Let's begin. The gentleman on the screen, is that Niall Lockett?
No, that's gonna be me. 1
Oh,
second.
sorry, Deputy.
He's coming.
All right, so
What position is that?
Niall Lockett is position 12. And Deputy Weems,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
need,
not Deputy Weems, Mr. Weems is not on my calendar.
Weems is 23.
23, sorry, okay. That's what I did wrong. And I'm sorry, Deputy, oh, there we go, okay. And this young man is Niall Lockett?
Judge, and I need to speak with him.
Okay, Mr. White? And you, as you're still riding solo until Mr. Mergill appears, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And what about Mr. Weems?
He's a conflict.
Oh, he's
Judge.
with conflict.
And
Let me see, who represents Mr. Weems? Deputy Morris, with regards to Mr. Lockett, Attorney Tom White will be calling your location to speak. Well, actually, how would you like to do that, Mr. White? Because I can't place you in a breakout with South Annex.
correct, Judge. Yeah, we're gonna just need to do it by phone. They can call here or I can call there, whatever.
All right, Deputy Morris, how can Attorney Tom White call your
Mhm.
location so he can speak with Mr. Lockett?
Yes, he can call at 404-613-7122.
37122.
Yeah, 37122.
Gotcha. All right,
All right. And
do that.
and Ms. McLeod, do you represent Mr. Weems?
Good morning, Your Honor. I
Morning.
do. I represent Mr. Weems.
Okay.
Miss McLeod, I know I sent an offer this morning. I just replied to the SAP announcements. Were you on that email?
I have not seen an
I
offer,
don't think so.
so no. So okay. You want to send it to me in the chat?
Yes, I can do that.
Right, because I did not receive it.
All right. And Mr. Weems, please hold. Your attorney is getting some information about your case before she can discuss the matter with you. Okay, so please hold. And let me see. So Ms. Tucker, you communicate the information to Ms. McLeod.
Yes.
Courtroom 2, do we have anyone who is available represented by Mr. White?
Mr. White, he's talking to his
He's on the phone. Okay. All right, folks, looks like we are going to take a brief recess until one of the defense attorneys are available. So Ms. McLeod, actually, have you got the information, Ms. McLeod?
I do, Your Honor. I was just sending a message to Miss Tucker.
Oh. Okay, folks, we'll be in a brief recess until, oh, okay. Yes, Mr. White, do you have an announcement?
Yes, Mr. Lockett submitted you a waiver this morning, Judge, not guilty.
Okay.
So he's free to go.
Yeah, Deputy Morris, we have concluded with defendant Niall Lockett. His case is going to be further noticed for trial. So we're just waiting on Mr. Weems' case right now. Thank you. So while we are waiting, Mr. White, is there another client that we can take who's seated behind you?
Go ahead.
Number 3, Mr. Glenn.
All right, Ms. Tucker, we are addressing position number 3. Tyrone Glenn is accused of willful obstruction of an officer from March 24th of this year, case 26 CR 2048J. And Mr. Glenn has been advised of his rights. How are we proceeding, Mr. White?
Your Honor, this is negotiated plea.
All right. Mr. Glenn, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker, what's the recommendation for Mr. Glenn?
Yes, Judge. This is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served, however much he's served, balance probated, or balance suspended with the $300 fine suspended in lieu of the jail time.
Mr. White, are these the terms your client has agreed, and do you so stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
Yes, Judge, with both questions, we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea as well.
Mr. Glenn, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No,
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
no, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
No.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a court of law to face a judge or a jury, to be able to challenge your accuser and the evidence brought against you, and the state won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to one count of willful obstruction of an officer?
Yes.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served. If you have completed your time served, the remainder of the time is suspended. Your $300 fine is also suspended. That concludes your case. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I
All
got
right, number 10, Mr. Hickson.
Antoine Hickson's case is 26 CR 2060C. He's accused of battery of a particular nature. We're going to waive sounding on the charge. Mr. Hickson, you've been advised of your rights. How are we proceeding, Mr. White?
This is a negotiated plea, Judge.
All right. Mr. Hickson, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker, without reference to the charge, what the recommendation?
Yes, Judge. It's going to be 12 months to serve to serve 90 days, credit for time served, however much, balance probated, to complete the SDET, to have no further contact with Allison DeLeon Vera or Stephanie Parada, and we are objecting to early termination.
Mr. White?
Your Honor, we do ask that you accept the plea as negotiated, and we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea to a factual basis, et cetera. We do have an issue, Judge, that I have already brought up with the jail, and he wanted to make the court aware, put it on the record. He is not getting his medication here at the jail, and I explained to him that there's not really a lot you can do that I'm aware of, but we did want to put on the record trying to get him on 3 different medications that he had for MH issues.
Okay. Has he been referred to the physician or the psychiatrist on at the jail?
Spoken with one judge.
Okay. All right. Well, he needs to identify what kind of medication is on and see what the physician at the jail provides. I'm not certain I can follow up any more than that. Okay.
He
In the
did,
meantime, I'm sorry, anything else, Mr. White?
that he did inform the jail of the medications, and he told me exactly which three they are as well.
Okay. All right. It's on the record, and perhaps as the deputies are also in the courtroom, they can follow up with the psychiatrist, or you can too as well, Mr. White. Okay. Meanwhile, on this particular charge, Mr. Hickson has been in custody now for 13 days. So it's to serve 90 days credit for time served 13 days. He would have to be in custody for how much more time? About 40 more days?
32 days, Judge.
32 more days, okay? Mr. Hickson, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Your Honor.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you satisfied with your attorney's legal services?
Yes, Your Honor.
As now we've just entered into a conversation about the additional time that you need to spend. You do understand that by pleading guilty to this charge, you would have to spend at least a minimum of 32 more days at the Fulton County Jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And knowing this information, are you still prepared to move forward with your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you doing so freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please also understand that if you decide to plead guilty, you would have to waive your following rights: the right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury, the right to confront your accuser, the right to challenge the evidence and witnesses brought against you, to be able to present your own defenses and arguments, and have the state prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the battery charge that's been brought against you?
Guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 90 days, credit for time served 13 days. You will have additional time to serve at the jail, and once you've completed the additional time, the sheriff will release you. You will have to report to Fulton County Probation within 48 hours of being released. You can report on a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. Those are the days they're open, and it must be before 3 p.m. While you are on probation, you will report once a month, be current with your probation fees, and you will enroll in a SD evaluation and submit to all treatment that's required. Enrollment in the program must be done within the first 4 months of being released. At all times, you are to have no contact with Alicia De Leon, Vera, I believe, and Stephanie Parada.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to require you to also stay away from the incident location. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. That concludes this case.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. White, are we ready to proceed with Mr. Lockett?
Judge, that's just a waiver.
Oh, waiver. I'm sorry. Ms. McLeod, are you ready to proceed with Mr. Weems?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to see if I can get a signature bond for him.
All right. Let me get to his case. All right,
And excuse me, Judge. So I see that he's got a $20,000 good bond. He's got 10,000 on the obstruction and 10,000 on the reckless conduct. I don't see anything. I don't see any bond set on the possession of pistol under 18. So we would need to set a fresh bond on that one, and then we could address the other two.
Yes, I would like to just address getting him bond so he can get out of jail.
Okay, this is Travis LaShawn Weems, case number 26 CR 002145B. Mr. Weems, you have been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is Ms. Maureen McLeod. Based on the information we have, it appears that you have 3 pending misdemeanor charges against you in this case from a January 31st, 2026 incident. They are possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under the age of 18, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and reckless conduct. And these bonds, I gather, were set by the magistrate issuing the electronic warrant, or by the, I'm not sure, because he didn't have a initial appearance here at the jail. It must have been
Right, or set by Superior Court. I know this case was originally charged with multiple felonies, and then they declined those.
The felonies were dismissed, Your Honor. So
Okay, so I'm looking at his booking on March 1st of 2026, where a $20,000 bond was set on the willful obstruction, reckless conduct, and the possession of a pistol by an individual under the age of 18. That charge was not addressed, or at least a bond was not set. Okay. Before we begin, Mr. Howard, was he a pretrial officer? Oh, Miss Hutchison, sorry. Miss Hutchison, may I have Mr. Travis Weems prior, if any, as an adult?
This is his only cycle.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, this is bond. Let's address the possession of pistol and by a person under the age of 18. Yes, Ms. Tucker, what do you recommend?
Yes, Judge, I would recommend that charge get a $10,000 good bond as well, so that all total 3 of those would be 30,000 good. These facts allege that this defendant was walking with a few friends down the belt line. He found this gun, supposedly, according to him, he found this gun, although that's just what Ms. McLeod just told me. Either way, they got into an argument with another group of young males, and they all started shooting at each other. So he was initially charged with 7 counts of aggravated assault. There were 7 people in the other group that he was shooting at. And he's 17 years old. He shouldn't have a firearm at all, especially not out in the Beltline where there are many people always walking around, especially on these days where the weather's been nice. And then, yes, so that's what I would argue. As far as the obstruction, we would just ask that all the bonds remain as set. And then the possession of firearm under 18 be added the $10,000 because these are very severe. Yes, and when the officers initially arrived, he began to flee on foot. That was the basis of the obstruction. So there's the flight risk there, the risk of danger to the community. I don't know where he got this gun, but then he's using it offensively in public. So that's the state's position.
Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is only 17 years old. He tells me that he attends Pebblebrook High School, where he's in the 11th grade. He's currently getting good grades, so we talked about that. He lives with his mom and his 4 sisters. He has 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters. He's never been in any trouble, Your Honor. On this particular day, he was with some friends. Maybe he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he tells me that the gun was, that he actually found the gun. Somebody must have dropped it.
Yeah,
And
could I stop you for a moment? Sorry, Ms. McLeod. While this case is going on, if anyone is engaging in the chat to discuss this case, I am going to have you removed from the Zoom. Do not engage in chat until you are being addressed. Thank you. Sorry about that, Ms. McLeod. Please continue.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I was saying, he tells me that he found the gun. Even the warrant says that he told the officer initially that, you know, some people were shooting at them. So he was not the one who started all of this. You know, he's only 17, Your Honor, and he's been locked up since the 1st of March. Of course, he's not in a position to make bond. I believe that everybody deserves a second chance. He has no juvenile history or anything, Your Honor. So I am asking the court, after all this time he spent in jail and the fact that those felony charges have been dismissed, to give him a signature bond with conditions, perhaps a curfew, some other things, so he can go out and address this case. I would hate to saddle this 17-year-old with a record this early, Your Honor. And he's just sitting in jail. I don't want him to have to take a plea just to get out. I would like for us to see what can be done to, to help him. He's only 17 and people make mistakes sometimes. He clearly was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he understands that's not something he should be doing. I hate the fact that he had a gun and so on, but at one moment they're discouraging guns, and at the next moment other people are asserting their right. And what's the example being given to these young people when everybody's talking about the right to bear arms? I don't want him to have this on his record, Your Honor. So I would like him to be able to come out so we can properly address this case when he's out there finishing up school and doing what he wants to do. He tells me he wants to go to college. He wants to pursue a career. And this is only going to hinder him if he takes a plea today to these kinds of charges, Your Honor. So I'm begging for a signature bond for this young man so he can get out of jail and we can address this case properly when he's on the outside, so I can properly defend against this case. He was with several other people. It's not like he was by himself. So we really don't know what exactly happened. I'm sure since it was a Beltline, there's probably some video footage to be obtained, to see what really happened and to put up a proper defense for him.
Okay. If anybody else wants to chime in for Mr. Weems or against Mr. Weems, this is your opportunity. You need to unmute and start your video. I see this person, Shemery Weems. Did you want to chime in?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand. Oh, obviously she's in a car being driven. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please have the driver pull over the car. Have the driver pull over the car.
Yeah, he's pulling over the car now.
Okay.
He's pulling over the car.
All right. And how do you know Mr. Travis Weems?
That's my son.
Okay. And what would you like to tell us?
Okay, as she stated before, he was with a couple of other people. And this wasn't his issue, but he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Stand still.
He do
Stand
it.
still. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm standing still.
All
Because
right.
I just left the courthouse, so my bad. But he was at the wrong place, the wrong time. And I think everybody do deserve a second chance. He has learned from this incident and know that he don't need to be with those type of people anymore. And I feel like as a stepping stool, he is in the verge of graduating early. So now. And I had to explain to the school what was going on, and they stood beside me, and they're working with him, and they waiting on him to return so that they can give him his new grades and try to help him get through this situation. We're all working as a team. His grandfather, we got a lot going on, and like he said, he's a child that don't really go outside, and the one day he goes outside, all this happens. So I do beg that he gets some type of signature bond because I'm a single parent trying to do this by myself.
I'm sorry. The
I have
one
4
time
other
he
people.
goes outside, this allegedly occurred at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Between
He was
12
outside.
and 3 o'clock in the morning on the
Yeah,
Beltline.
he was outside at 9 o'clock.
Ma'am,
And he
this
was told,
occurred between 12 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. when the shots were heard.
yeah, that's what I said. He was outside at 9 o'clock and he stayed out
Not
longer
getting
than he
it.
was supposed to. So yeah, that's what he got in trouble for by me because he was out longer than he was supposed to. I was at work. I worked overnight. I didn't even know this was occurring. And when I found out about it, I was upset. That's why I asked for a second chance because he finally learned his lesson. He's been detained for over 34 days. He learned his lesson. He know
And-
better now.
And you understand that he admitted in the according to the warrant, that he was the one who found the gun.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As long as we all on the same page about that. On
Yes.
the possession of a pistol or revolver by a person who's under the age of 18, that's going to be a $3,000 surety bond. On the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, that's going to be a 15,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. And on the reckless conduct, it's going to be a 15,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. He'll be subject to a 24-hour curfew. Instead of jail arrest, he'll now be technically under house arrest. He'll be only allowed outside the home in order to attend school, to seek medical attention, to see his lawyer, or attend court. Otherwise, he stays home. He can help you clean up, prepare meals, do whatever he needs to be doing for you, Mrs. Weems, while you are at work. Because if he steps outside of this curfew period, he will be in violation of his bond, which will then be revoked, and the $30,000 signature bond will be amended to a cash bond or a surety bond. He is to stay away from the entire Atlanta Beltline, including the location at 675 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast Atlanta, and all these restrictions are until further order of the court. So stay away from the entire Atlanta Beltline. No contact with the individuals with whom he was with at the time of the incident on March 1st, 2026. And Ms. McLeod, so it will be a $33,000 split bond. How would you like to, I'm just going to further notice this for trial. Would you like me to arraign the case, or would you like to file a waiver of arraignment?
I've already filed a waiver of arraignment, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, are we requiring an ankle monitor to keep track of these curfews and confinement?
Pay for that.
I don't have the provision to have the state pay for this, for the state calendars. So at the present time, I'm not going to impose an ankle monitor. But Mr. Travis Weems, right now, these are the bond restrictions that have been imposed upon you. Please be mindful that both your mother and your attorney are going to be fighting very hard to try to drop these charges against you so that you can move forward with your future. If you violate any of these conditions, your signature bond will be revoked and you will be back in jail on a $30,000 plus bond. Now, given the fact that firearms were involved and this was a significantly serious incident, I predict that you might end up in jail with no bond. Do you understand? So make sure you comply with the 24-hour curfew. You're only allowed to step out of the home to attend school, to attend medical needs, or to see your lawyer or to attend court. It's going to be a very quiet summer for you, so make sure you stay home and do exactly what your mother tells you. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No illegal drugs. You're not allowed to consume any illegal drugs, which includes marijuana in the state of Georgia. No alcoholic beverages, and definitely no firearms. You're not even allowed to pick up a toy gun. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, could you tell me what the bond is again, so I can?
Sure.
I was
On
speaking.
count 1, the possession of a pistol is a $3,000 surety bond. Count 2 is a $15,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. And count 3 is a reckless conduct, 15,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Oh, I forgot two things. On his curfew, the 4th exception is to report to pretrial services, since he has to report twice a month. And the other exception is, since he's 17 years old, I will need his mom, Shamarie Weems, to co-sign the bond. So 4
Thank you,
exceptions to the curfew and she needs to co-sign the bond before he can be released. So Ms. Weems, since you're already in the car, please head on down to the pretrial services where you'll need to co-sign his bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, next case. Thank you, Deputy Morris. We have concluded with Mr. Weems. Thank you, sir. All right, courtroom 2. Oh, sorry, Kenneth Mitchell is here. That is for position 1. I don't know, Mr. Mitchell, if your client's in courtroom 2. Titania Deloach.
She'll be coming out soon.
All right. So, Mr. Mitchell, she is not in the courtroom yet, or the virtual courtroom. So, unless you have to run, please hold.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case.
Number 5 and 6, Mr. Griggs.
This is Timothy Griggs, accused of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from May 29th of 2024 under accusation 24 CR 3369F. Mr. Griggs has a bench warrant or a failure to appear under 26 FTA 619 from March 25th of 2025. Mr. Griggs, you've been advised of your rights. How are we proceeding, Mr. Murgo?
He is interested in taking a plea today, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Griggs, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. On position 5, the willful obstruction, it's going to be 12 months to serve 14 days, credit for time served, balance probated with a $300 fine. In consideration of the plea, position 6, the FDA will be null prost.
Mr. Merkel, does your client accept these terms, and do you stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
We were going to ask, Your Honor, if the $300 fine could potentially be converted to 30 hours of community service. He said that he is very happy to do the community service, but the fine might be burdened. And I was also
And
gonna
will he
ask
be
if-
able to do the 30 hours within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. He's
All
very
right. Because the longer he takes, he'll start paying probation fees. I'll
Yeah.
amend it to 30 hours of community service plus probation fees. Anything else then before we proceed, Ms. Merkel?
I was gonna ask for the first month or 2 of fees to be waived, just for him to get back on his feet.
No, he doesn't have to pay the fine, so he has to pay the probation fees. But in the meantime, do you so stipulate?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Mr. Griggs, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
Ma'am.
And have you understood, or did you say yes?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, very much.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not face a judge or a jury, not be able to confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and have the state prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to 1 count of willful obstruction of an officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 14 days, credit for time served. I'm assuming it's more than 7 days?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be given credit for the time served. You should be released within 24 hours unless you have any other holds. You are to report to probation at 132 Mitchell Street on Monday before 3 p.m. While you're on probation, you will complete 30 hours of voluntary community service. You can do this hours at any nonprofit agency. They must be listed what we call a 501c nonprofit agency. It can be like Goodwill, Salvation Army, Animal Services, SPCA, I guess that's what we call it. Is that correct? Well, there are a whole bunch more out there. But you just cannot go to a church and you cannot go to a school. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you complete your community service within 30 hours, then within 30 days, then your probation will be non-reporting. All right? So the sooner you're done, the sooner you'll save yourself on probation fees, but you need to pay the first month.
Yes, ma'am.
So your probation will be non-reporting once we've completely seen 30 hours completed and you're current with any probation fees, and then it'll be non-reporting. Non-reporting means that after you're done with your conditions, you are still technically on probation, but you don't have to report. But if you get arrested again, you risk coming back to jail.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, may I have defense counsel to state and spell his name?
Yes. Name is Timothy. Last name is Mergler. Mergler. And I also go by TJ, so you'll see me sign TJ sometimes.
Thank you, sir.
Next case, please.
Number 9.
Oh, the bench, sorry, Mr. Mergler, the bench warrant is null prost.
This was number 9, Mr. Heckard.
Okay,
Is that correct?
It is.
all right. Kevin, middle initials I, Heckard, is accused of destroying or damaging any material or device used as detection or suppression of, was it wildfires?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Heckard, but you really don't have to help the state. Thank you.
No.
Your case number is 26 CR 002 039B. Mr. Heckard, you've been advised of your rights, and namely the right to remain silent. Your counsel is going to be Mr. Mergler. And how are we proceeding, Mr. Mergler?
He will proceed with a plea today, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand, Mr. Heckard. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker, what's the recommendation?
Yes, Judge. It's going to be 12 months to serve 30 days. Credit for time served 15, I believe. So no additional jail time. Balance probated to complete the Operation 21 Law and Decision Making course, to complete 20 hours of community service, and to stay away from 3330 Camp Creek Parkway.
Mr. Mergler, does your client accept the terms and do you so stipulate?
We do stipulate, Your Honor, we were going to ask kind of the reverse of what we asked in the last one. He would like to pay a $200 fine instead of the 20 hours. Is that something that the court is amenable to?
The state has no objection to that.
Sure, he can pay a $200 fine, but he still need to do the law and decision making course. That's the online program available in Fulton County, and he'll be required to stay away. Okay,
He understands?
and do you so stipulate?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Heckard, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am, I don't take medicine or drink alcohol.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I actually have a legal degree myself.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
I am, yes, ma'am.
If you decide to take this plea, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not go back to court to confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, present your own defenses and arguments, and have the state prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you decide to waive these rights, I can accept your plea. Do you so waive?
I do, yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this particular charge of destroying or damaging material or device used in the detection or suppression of wildfires?
I plead guilty, yes, ma'am.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. You should be released within 24 hours if you have no other cases or matters holding you at the jail. You will report to Fulton County Probation on Monday before 3 p.m., and that is at 132 Mitchell Street. While you're on probation, you will report every month until you have paid off the $200 fine, you have completed the law and decision-making program, and then your probation, once you've completed these and you are current with your probation fees, your probation will be non-reporting. In either event, whether it's reporting or non-reporting, you shall stay away from 3330 Camp Creek Parkway for the rest of the 12 months. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all right. Next, we got number 16, Mr. Pena Garno.
Thank you. Okay. All right, Miss Lucia, you're available. Is this a interpreter case?
It is.
I just want to make sure Miss Lucia is available. Good morning, Miss Lucia. How are you?
Morning, Your Honor. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
All right. May I place you under oath? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the information you translate will be true and accurate without any changes or embellishments?
I do.
Thank you. All right. This is State versus Roberto Pena Gaona, accused of simple battery and criminal trespass from March 22nd, 2026.
Your Honor, if I may, what position is that? And is that in the SAP calendar?
Yes, it's the SAP calendar. It's position 16.
Thank you. Este va a ser el caso del estado de Georgia en contra del señor Roberto Piña Gaona por agresión simple ocurrida el 22 de marzo del 2026.
His case number is 26 CR 1944B.
Este es el caso 26 CR 001944B.
Mr. Pena, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, Mr. Tom White with the Public Defender's Office will represent you.
Señor Piña, usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga puede ser y será usada en contra suya, y usted tiene un abogado defensor de la Oficina de Abogados Defensores del Estado.
Mr. White, how will we be proceeding?
Be a negotiated plea, Judge. I was able to speak with him this morning in court with the aid of language line. So
el señor White, que es su abogado, indica que han llegado a un acuerdo, que pudieron hablar con la línea de teléfono de traducción.
Mr. Pena, please raise your right hand.
Señor Pina, por favor, levante su mano derecha.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos dará aquí el día de hoy va a ser la verdad, solo la verdad y nada más que la verdad bajo palabra de Dios?
Yo lo juro.
Yes, I swear. Gracias. Puede bajar su mano.
Ms. Tucker, what are the recommendations for Mr. Pena?
Yes, Judge. For the simple battery, it's going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 17 days.
Y le preguntan primero a la fiscalía cuál es la parte del acuerdo de ellos. Ella indica que por el primer caso de agresión simple es una sentencia, lo que ellos están recomendando 12 meses con un servir, o sea, estar preso por 30 días y crédito por los 17 días ya servidos.
Balance probated to complete an 8-week anger management course.
El balance de los días y del tiempo va a ser en probatoria. Necesita tomar un curso de manejo de la ira de 8 semanas.
To have no further contact with Justin Blaylock and to stay away from the Quick Trip at 761 Sidney Marcus Boulevard.
Además, tiene una orden judicial de no contacto, ningún tipo de contacto con el señor Justin Blakelock y necesita permanecer lejos, no acercarse nunca más a la Quick Trip del 761 Sidney Marcus Boulevard.
On count 2, criminal trespass, it will also be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 17 days.
En la segunda acusación, el traspaso criminal o allanamiento de morada van a ser igual 12 meses, 30 días para servir, crédito por los 17 días ya encarcelado.
Balance probated to complete 40 hours of community service and to stay away from that quick trip.
El balance del tiempo va a ser en probatoria, mientras completa 40 horas de servicio a la comunidad y también una orden de permanecer lejos de la misma Quick Trip.
Okay, Mr. Tom White, does your client accept these terms? And do you stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
These are the terms that we went over and we do accept and we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea. We do have a couple of requests. We would ask.
Oh, please hold. I'm just going to let Ms. Lucia translate that part.
La juez le pregunta al señor White si es que estos son los términos del acuerdo al que están de acuerdo usted. Él indica que sí, y que también obviamente aceptan y estipulan que esta es la cárcel y la corte correcta para llevar este caso. Aparte de eso, él tiene ciertas peticiones. Go ahead, Mr. White.
We're requested to write this up as 11 months and 29 days versus the normal 12-month sentence. Waive 2 months of probation fees and allows probation to go non-reporting upon completion.
Lo que él está pidiendo es 3 cosas. Primero, que no sean 12 meses la sentencia, sino 11 meses y 29 días. Después de eso, necesitan que no le cobren 2 meses del costo de probatoria. Y aparte de eso, que la probatoria termine una vez que usted complete los requisitos.
Any objection, Ms. Tucker, to the 11 months and 29 days?
No objection.
All right.
La fiscalía no tiene ninguna objeción a los 11 meses y 29 días.
I will waive probation fees for the month of April and May. He will start paying probation fees from June 1st onwards. And I will allow for non-reporting as long as he's completed all the requirements. He is current with his probation fees.
Le van a quitar y a perdonar los costos de probatoria para los meses de abril y mayo. Va a tener que empezar a pagar su probatoria a partir del 1 de junio y probatoria puede ser sin reportarse, no tiene que reportarse usted, siempre y cuando termine todas las otras clases y todos los otros términos de este acuerdo.
However, if he returns to the QT or the Quick Trip gas station on Sidney Marcus Boulevard for any time for the rest of the 12 months, his probation could be revoked.
Si es que usted regresa a la Quick Trip en Sidney Marcus Boulevard por los siguientes 12 meses en el siguiente año, su probatoria le puede ser negada.
We good, Mr. White?
Judge, I just wanted to inform the court that he does have an ICE hold, but he's not getting out right away.
Okay.
At all.
También el señor White, su abogado, indica que usted tiene una orden de retención de ICE.
Was that on his jailing screen? I completely missed it. Yeah, it was. Okay, thank you. Mr. Pina, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Señor Pina, ¿ha consumido usted alguna bebida alcohólica o alguna droga o estupefaciente recientemente?
No.
No.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
¿Ha comprendido usted lo que está sucediendo en su caso?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with your attorney services?
¿Está satisfecho usted con los servicios de su abogado?
Sí,
Yes.
If you decide to plead guilty to these charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not be able to go back to a courtroom to face your accuser and challenge the evidence brought against you.
Si usted se declara culpable a estos cargos, usted está renunciando al derecho que tiene bajo la ley de tener un juicio con un juez y un jurado y de encarar y hacer que la fiscalía compruebe estos cargos que están en contra suya.
You also won't be able to have this prosecutor prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
También va a renunciar al derecho que tiene de que la fiscalía compruebe y verifique los cargos que tiene en contra suyo más allá de una duda razonable.
Are you prepared to waive these rights?
¿Está usted preparado para renunciar estos derechos?
sí,
Yes.
How do you plead to simple battery and criminal trespass from March 22nd of 2026?
¿Cómo se declara entonces usted frente a los cargos de agresión simple y allanamiento de morada del 22 de marzo del 2026?
culpable.
Guilty.
Your sentence for the simple battery is to serve 11 months and 29 days, to serve 30 days, credit for time served 17 days.
Su sentencia por la primera acusación de agresión simple son 11 meses y 29 días en la cárcel, para que sirva en la cárcel 30 días y crédito por los 17 días que ya ha estado ahí.
The remainder of the time will be on probation. You will report to probation within 48 hours of being released.
El resto del tiempo va a ser bajo probatoria. Usted necesita reportarse a la oficina de probatoria en las 24 horas inmediatamente después de que ha sido, que le dejan salir de la cárcel.
While you're on probation, you must complete 8 weeks of anger management classes or 8 weekly anger management classes.
Durante su tiempo de probatoria necesita terminar y cursar 8 semanas, o sea, una clase semanal de manejo de la ira.
You're to have no contact with Justin Blaylock and stay away from the Quick Trip gas station at 761 Sidney Marcus Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia.
No puede tener ningún contacto con el señor Justin Blaylock y necesita permanecer lejos todo el tiempo de la Quick Trip que está en el 761 Sidney Marcus Boulevard.
Count 2 will be concurrent to count 1, including the stay away.
La acusación número 2 va a la sentencia cursar al mismo tiempo que la sentencia de la acusación número 1.
Your probation fees are waived for the first 2 months.
Sus costos de probatoria se le están quitando por los primeros 2 meses.
And once you have completed all the conditions and your probation fees are up to date, your probation will be non-reporting.
Una vez que usted termine todas las condiciones de su probatoria y esté al día con los pagos de probatoria, entonces su probatoria se va a convertir en no reportada. Entonces no necesita presentarse. Después de que todo haya sido completado y esté al día con los pagos, no necesita más presentarse en persona a la probatoria.
Please note that if the ICE hold is successful in a removal proceeding,
por favor, tome nota de que si es que la retención que tiene de ICE es exitosa en el proceso,
but you do gain legal entry back into the U.S.,
pero usted nuevamente gana entrada legal a los Estados Unidos,
you will be obligated to report for probation.
usted tiene la obligación de reportarse a probatoria.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias, eso es todo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Deputy. Is it Deputy Milton? Yes, it is. Good morning.
Good morning. I have Mr. Loach.
Okay, thank you.
Your
Is
Honor,
Mr. Mitchell still with us? Yes, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Your
please
Honor,
hold,
is
Mr. Mitchell. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay, Miss Lucia. I was trying to get to you as well. Deputy, Mr. White or Deputy in courtroom 2, is there anyone else who needs the services of a Spanish interpreter?
Yes. Position number 22, Judge. We can reset him. I just got the offer for him this morning, and it is for a decent amount of extra time. But if we could just inform him of
Okay,
to inform him, and then we can release her. And
will do. Mr. Mitchell, please hold. Mr. Loach, please hold. May we have Mr. Byron Viveros Macedo? Position 22, Miss Lucia?
Yes, el señor Byron Viveros Macedo. Yes, good morning.
Mr. Viveros has been is charged with 2 counts of battery under case 26 CR 2043H.
El señor Viveros está acusado con 2 cargos de agresión por un evento ocurrido el 25 de marzo del 2026.
Your attorney, Mr. Tom White, has indicated that he would need additional time to discuss this with you, so your case is reset to April 16th.
Su abogado, el señor White, al lado suyo, ha indicado que él necesita más tiempo para hablar sobre este caso con usted. Entonces tiene una nueva fecha de corte para presentarse a la corte, así como el día de hoy, para el 16 de abril.
Thank you.
Sorry. He something I don't understand what he said. You want to repeat it? Okay, never mind. We're good.
¿Entiende usted? ¿Está bien?
Sí, mi pregunta sería nada más una agresión en 2026.
¿Perdón?
Usted dijo algo sobre una agresión en el 2026.
Yes, my question has to do with the charges about a battery charge on the 2026.
Okay, so first of all, let's remind him that he has a right to remain silent. Anything he chooses to say in open court, his statements can and will be used against him. He has a right to an attorney. His attorney is Mr. White. And if he wants to have a private conversation with Mr. White, we can accommodate that later or through language line.
Bueno, primero necesito recordarle que usted tiene el derecho de mantenerse en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga puede y será usada en contra suya. El siguiente derecho que usted tiene es a un abogado, y el abogado, el señor White, que está al lado suyo, es el abogado que le ha sido dado a usted. Si necesita alguna pregunta o necesita consultar con él alguna cosa, podemos organizar para que usted hable con él con un traductor mediante el teléfono y la línea de idiomas.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Case reset to April 16th.
Muchas gracias. Su caso nuevamente va a regresar el 16 de abril para que tenga tiempo de hablar con su abogado.
Is there anyone else who needs the services of an interpreter? Mr. White, do you know?
No, Judge.
Okay.
We do not have anybody else.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Not that I'm aware of, Judge.
All right, Deputy, do we have anyone who needs a Spanish interpreter? Those in the courtroom?
No, ma'am.
All right, Miss Lucia, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too. Okay, position number 1, I have Titania Donatia Deloach, who is at ACDC 1. Her case number is 26 CR 002126D. Ms. Deloach, my name is Judge Law. Please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one would be appointed to represent you. But at the present time, your attorney is Mr. Kenneth Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, how would you like to proceed with your case today?
Well, Your Honor, what is the setting of this case? Is this an arraignment?
This is a plea and arraignment calendar for individuals who are currently still detained. And an offer should have been communicated to you from the prosecutor. Our prosecutor today is Miss Heather Tucker. Have you had an opportunity to look at an offer and confer with your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
And
Ms.
I'm gonna send you an offer right now. I'm gonna amend it a little, than the offer that Mary made. So it is gonna be a time served offer if she wanted to get out today, but there are terms. So let me send it to you so you have the exact offer.
All right. And then, Mr. Mitchell, once you have it, I can place you and ACDC, where your client's located, in a virtual breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, when will we be able to be heard on bond? I filed a bond motion previously for Miss.
We can address it right now if you want, unless you want to look at the offer first and then go over all these details.
Well, not yet, Your Honor. I would like to see if I can address bond.
Okay.
And
All right.
Judge, actually, it's a situation like the last one we had where I believe, sorry, I'm trying to type
Was this
in.
transferred from the district attorney's office?
Yes, and one of the counts is missing a bond.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty much what we're dealing with.
All right. Let me then pull up the case. So I see that the 3 charges are theft by shoplifting, conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And Miss Deloach.
Okay, I see you, Miss Tucker.
All righty. And Miss Deloach has been in custody now. She was booked in on March 11th, 2026. And she's been in custody for 30 days on a $4,000 bond. I think it was a cash bond. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Because my offer is time served, I don't see why she would have to spend more. It's my understanding she's been in 30 days now. So I would be fine amending the cash bonds to signature bond and then add another $2,000 signature bond on the theft by shoplifting through pretrial level 2.
Okay. Is that something your client would be interested? This would be a signature bond reporting to pretrial services twice a month and requiring her to stay away from the incident location and have no contact with the minor in question.
Absolutely. But I would like to be in a breakout room to kind of present the offer to her. But we definitely wanted to address that bond before we talked about the offer with Miss Deloach.
Okay. Miss Grace, was it who's hosting? Or
Miss Champion, Your Honor.
Miss Champion? Good morning, Miss Champion. Could you place Attorney Kenneth Mitchell Jr. and ACDC in a breakout room? Is Deputy Milton available at ACDC? Deputy Milton?
Milton. They're calling you.
Is there another deputy? I just want someone to make sure that Miss Deloach joins the breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're going to see a message on your screen. You
Well-
as well, Mr. Mitchell. Yes, sir?
I'm still in Cobb County. I think I'm about to take a plea, but I'd like to plead not guilty for now. And
Oh, okay.
breakout room with Ms. Deloach, and if she wants to accept it, I'll come back. But I know I'm
Well-
judges.
All right, you can go ahead and take the plea. I will grant you the $6,000 signature bond to pretrial,
Okay.
and you can visit her after she's released to go over the offer.
Okay.
But only thing I want to know right now is, are you filing a waiver of arraignment?
Yes.
Or, okay.
With waiver of arraignment and plead not guilty for this, but we do appreciate the offer. I want to speak with Ms. Deloach to consider that offer, that very generous offer. But I know I'm juggling courtrooms and
Yeah. So you'll talk to her after she's released, and then y'all can come back to court to do the offer with the division judge. But in the meantime, it's going to be $2,000 each on each count. It's a $6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Stay away from the incident location and stay away, no contact with the minor child in question. And if she does not report to court when summoned, if she violates these conditions or she gets arrested again, the $6,000 signature bond will be surrendered and converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And
All
Ms.
right.
Mitchell, I'm Melissa Grace. I'm gonna need that amended bond order sent over to me. My information is in the chat.
She to me, she want me to do a minute bond order?
Yes,
you're gonna
you
have
would need to
send a bond-
submit a proposed amended bond order with these terms
Okay.
and file your written waiver of arraignment, and you email that to Miss Melissa Grace. Her email's on the chat, melissa.grace@fultoncountyga.gov.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
thank you. Mhm.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, Deputy Milton, we have concluded with Mr. Loach. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye-bye.
Miss Chansey, we had Miss Lucia appear for interpreter cases, but we appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Mergler, who do you have?
This is Mr. Mitchell J. Moffett. Your Honor.
13 and 14.
Mitchell Moffett is accused of loitering or prowling from August of 30th, 2022, case number 24CR3712Y. He has a bench warrant or a failure to appear under 26 FTA 610 from October 22nd, 2024. Mr. Moffett, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Mergler. How are we proceeding?
He would like to possibly proceed with a plea. I should have emailed Attorney Tucker earlier. I'm still getting used to the system here, so forgive me. I'll just come out and say that he's a bit concerned about probation and ending up in a cycle of probation violations due to a failure to pay. So we were hoping to either waive some probation fees or ideally go to like a non-reporting status if possible.
In this case, the offer is going to be balance suspended, so there's no probation. Just the time served and then no probation.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. Mr. Moffett, please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. What are the terms, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. On the loitering charge, it's going to be 12 months to serve 22 days, credit for time served 11 days, balance suspended, with a stay away from 7150 Peachtree Dunwoody Road in Sandy Springs. In consideration of the plea, position 14, the FTA will be null prost.
Mr. Mugler, does your client accept these terms, and do you stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
Yes, Your Honor, he accepts and we do stipulate.
Mr. Moffett, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
I do.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge of loitering or prowling, you would have to give up your right to contest this charge in front of a judge or a jury. You will not be able to go back to court, confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and the state won't have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to loitering or prowling at 7150 Peachtree Dunwoody Road in Sandy Springs?
Guilty.
Excuse me?
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 22 days, credit for time served 11 days, balance suspended. Please do not return to that location. Thank you. The bench warrant is null prost. Thank you.
Identified number 15, Mr. Petrie.
Ms. Chansey, I'm sorry, did you have a question?
We're good.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Antonio Justin Petrie is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property on March 25th, 2026, case 26CR2032D. Mr. Petrie, you've been advised of your rights, and how are we proceeding, Mr. Merkel?
He will be doing a plea today, Your Honor.
Mr. Petrie, please raise your right hand for the plea. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker? I'm sorry?
Petrie, I'm sorry.
Petrie.
It's pronounced Petrie.
I beg your pardon, Petrie. All right. Ms. Tucker, what are the recommendations?
Yes, Judge. On the criminal trespass and damage to property, it's 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 16 days, a balance probated to complete 30 hours of community service, to have a social worker visit. If he's getting out of jail, I don't think social worker visit. I would say an MHET, to have no further contact with Corey Wilson and to stay away from Halpin Enterprises at 550 Amsterdam Avenue. We haven't gotten word back on restitution, so I will not require that. I did change the social worker visit to mental health evaluation. Is that still okay for the plea defense?
I think the social worker visit, having met with him, I think the social worker visit really would be the best thing to meet his needs currently.
Okay, can he still get that if he gets out of jail? Oh, okay. Okay, well then, excuse me, do you need me to repeat the plea?
No,
Okay.
we'll
He-
just amend the MHET to a social worker visit. He will need to be seen by the social worker before he's released.
Perfect, perfect.
She's here, we'll talk to him.
Right after.
Thank you. Mr. Mergler, does your client accept these terms and do you stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID?
Yes, we accept the terms and so simply.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I said 550 Amsterdam Avenue. The victim reached out. It's actually 549 Amsterdam Avenue for the stay away.
549, got it. Thank you. Mr. Petrie, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently? You need to respond yes or no if you understand the question.
No, Your Honor.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
I do completely understand.
Are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a courtroom to face a judge or a jury. You will also not be able to confront your accusers, challenge the evidence brought against you, have your attorney assist you to present your defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
I am completely prepared.
I'm sorry, all I heard was I am, and then
I am.
okay. How do you plead to one count of criminal trespass and damage to property?
I plead guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 16 days. The rest of the time, you're going to be on probation. If you're released within 24 hours, you will report to probation next Monday before 3 p.m. at 132 Mitchell Street in downtown Atlanta. Before you are released, you will have a social worker to evaluate you to see whether an MH evaluation is required. And if an MH evaluation is required, you will have to undergo an MH evaluation and submit yourself to any treatment that's required. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the MH evaluation will have to be conducted with your own provider and to be completed within 45 days of being released. While on probation, you will also complete 30 hours of voluntary community service hours with any nonprofit agency, but it cannot be a church and it cannot be a school. And you will complete your community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. At all times, you are to have no contact. In other words, stay 200 yards away and do not communicate in any way, form, or manner with Corey Wilson, and you're required to stay 200 yards away from Halpin Industries located at 549 Amsterdam Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, that's number 17 through 19, Mr. Poole.
It's a Monday thing.
Yeah, you can put that. just circle that. Okay, you should be good. He needs to meet with, okay.
This is State versus Vincent Poole. Mr. Poole has position 17, 18, and 19. Position 17, Mr. Poole is accused of simple battery from January 9th, 2025, case 25 CR 184A. In position 18, Mr. Poole is accused of simple battery and 2 counts of disorderly conduct from April 2nd, 2025, under case number 26 CR 2031A. He has a bench warrant from January 8th, 2026, under case 26 FTA 573. Mr. Poole, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Mergler. How are we proceeding, Mr. Mergler?
He would like to proceed with a plea, but he would like to do so NOLA.
Is that the offer?
It is not, so that's why I'm asking.
Right. He can't go NOLO in both cases. If he wants to pick one or the other, I'd be fine with that.
In
You've been
You can mute your screen, Mr. Mergler, if you need to speak with him. Thank you.
So if I understand correctly, you said we could do it on one of the cases. I think we'd like to do it with position 18.
Whichever one you'd like. So it'll be a NOLO to the January 9th incident or a NOLO to the April 2nd incident.
April 2nd incident.
Okay.
And could we read I know it's a kind of a global offer here. Could we get clarification because there's a little bit of a difference between the sections on my sheet?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll read them for the plea, and if you have any questions.
Go ahead, Ms. Tucker.
So, position 17, he's going to be pleading guilty to simple battery. The terms of this are 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 19 days, balance probated, to have no further contact with alias Shaler, to stay away from 3090 Early Street, to complete 40 hours of community service, and to have no firearms. On position 18, he'll be pleading he'll be pleading NOLO to simple battery with the terms 12 months probation to run consecutive to 17, with 12 weeks of anger management and MHET, no further contact with Nikita Lynch, to stay away from Wells Fargo Bank at 3060 Peachtree Road, in compliance with any trespass notices provided by the bank. Count 2 will merge into count 1, and then count 3, he's pleading NOLO to disorderly conduct. It's going to be 12 months probation. Count 3 is concurrent to count 1, but both of them are consecutive to position 17. So there will be 24 hours probation total. No further contact with Omar Stewart, to stay away from the Wells Fargo Bank at 3060 Peachtree Road in compliance with any trespasses provided by the bank.
I think you misspoke. Did you mean 24 months of probation? You said 24 hours.
Oh, yes, 24 months.
All right. So, Mr. Mergler,
Well, I'm saying this now.
mute your screen if you want to have a discussion with your client.
Yeah.
Mr. White, did you have a case ready while they are talking?
No, Judge, we've only got a couple more, and they're both Mr. Mergler's, but we can come back to him. I will speak with him, let him know.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention, I'm sure you know, 19 will be not processed in consideration of the plea, the failure to appear.
Okay.
All right, number 20, Ramsey. I'm not. All right.
Is this a plea too, Mr. Mugler?
I believe so, but it's going to be non-negotiated.
Okay. So this is Roger Ramsey, accused of criminal trespass and theft by taking from November 4th of last year, case 26 CR 2033C. Mr. Ramsey, you've been advised of your rights. May I place you under oath for the plea? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Okay. A non-negotiated plea is where the state will give me a recommendation along with their proposed factual basis, and then your attorney will argue for an alternative recommendation. After I have reviewed the alleged factual basis and your criminal record history, if any, I will then let you know which option I'm going to select. I also have the option of rejecting both plea offers and assigning this case for trial. Ms. Tucker, what's the state's recommendation?
Yes, Judge. So the state is recommending on count 1, the criminal trespass, 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, to stay away from 800 West Peachtree Street, the Georgia Tech properties. He already has a permanent ban, so just comply with that permanent ban from Georgia Tech, including 800 West Peachtree Street. On count 2, the theft by taking, it's going to be 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, to have no further contact with Rappaport Seacow, to pay restitution to him, and again, stay away from the Georgia Tech properties. It is a permanent ban. So as far as his history, he has history out of Florida. He has 7 cycles out of Florida, all prior to 2013. And then in Georgia, he has 14 total cycles, most recently convicted in July of 2025 for possession and tools for commission of a crime, for felony drugs. He's also got possession of a firearm by a felon conviction from July of 2025. A simple battery arrest 2025. Fleeing or attempting to elude in 2021, battery 2020, driving without a license conviction 2020. But really, we're concerned mostly about the facts. In this case, he was at this location on Georgia Tech property. He had already received a permanent ban, and he took an electric scooter. Only the cable lock was left behind. It was snipped to take the electric scooter.
Man, that's not. Okay.
So he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. He's done this before, or they think he's been snooping around, stealing things before. So for those reasons, we were asking for the 60 days, credit for time served 15 days, to stay away from Georgia Tech, and to have a restitution hearing to see what restitution she needed for her scooter. She never got it back.
All right. And Mr. Mergler, you are aware that your client currently has 2 probation holds as well.
Yes, yes, and I think those are his primary concern right now. He's looking. He's got a hearing tomorrow on those matters.
Okay.
In this case, and that's what we're focused on, Your Honor. He is very convinced that this is a case of mistaken identity. that, you know, there might have been some things in the past, but that in this particular incident, it was not him. He has been in the hospital and has pretty significant injuries. I don't know if you can see on the feed, Your Honor, but he's got evidence of recent surgery. He'd been in the hospital for a month and was relatively recently discharged. And he does believe that this November date overlaps. I have not been able to confirm that yet, but I haven't had the time to make the effort and make the necessary, you know, HIPAA disclosures. So, but that is what he has said, that he was in the hospital during the time of this particular incident, and that he is very, and that he has been also in a recovery program, and is very committed to getting his life back on track, understanding that he does have a history.
All right, I'm sorry, I just need to refresh my memory on this warrant. So apparently the victim appeared and claims that her scooter was missing with only the cable lock. And that allegedly this was video footage. They observed
I would amend the offer to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days if we add an anti-theft course.
I do the anti-theft, but I don't even steal no more.
Just
This, I've been in recovery this whole time. In Decula, Georgia. Yes, sir.
all right. I'll give the Mr. Mugler and his client an opportunity to speak, unless y'all want to do it in open court. And by the meantime, in reading the warrant, I'm more inclined to reject either offer and have the case further noticed for trial. Depending on his outcome from the probation hold, he currently has a bond of $750 on each count, with a stay away from the Georgia Tech property and no contact with the alleged victim. If he'd like to consider that and challenge this case in a court of law, he definitely has that opportunity. But you're more than welcome to go and confer based on this new amendment to the plea offer. So in other words, there won't be extra jail time, but there would be an anti-theft class added to the probation.
Your Honor,
y'all can discuss this, and I will definitely revisit this case. Next case, please.
I'm just gonna call.
Number 21, Mr. Jalen Simmons Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Mugler, I'm going to revisit this case today. So if you want to talk to him whenever you're ready, that'd be fine.
Understood.
And I'm sorry, Deputy, what was that position again?
21, Mr. Simmons.
21, okay. Okay, Jalen Simmons Wilson is accused of simple assault from March 25th, 2026. Case number is 26CR 2035A. Mr. Simmons Wilson, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is Mr. Mugler. And how are we proceeding, sir? Is this going to be a plea or a bond hearing?
So the announcements I got from the state did not include a plea for Mr. Simmons Wilson. It just says like a will update.
Did you get the offer? I sent it this morning. I just hit reply all to the announcements, so I guess I didn't catch everybody.
Don't worry.
Can I send it in the chat?
Okay.
Can we, I'm sorry, Tom is tied up right now and he's on the mailing list. I'm not on there yet.
Okay, why don't we just announce it in open court?
Okay. So it's going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance probated, to complete 30 hours community service, to have no further contact with Kenneth Crawford, and to complete the Operation 21 law and decision making course.
Just
Okay. All right, we'll be in a brief recess until we're ready to address the cases. Thank you.
Of course, there's
There's some places. Ready, Your Honor, whenever you are.
Yes, sir. And how would we like to proceed?
He will be proceeding with the plea.
All right. Mr. Simmons Wilson, please raise your right hand for the plea. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Thank you. And so, Ms. Tucker, you've already articulated the plea offer. And Mr. Mergler, does your client accept the terms? And do you stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
Yes, we accept the terms and so stipulate.
Mr. Simmons Wilson, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to speak a little louder, okay? Uh-oh.
Oh, I said no, ma'am, to the medicine and alcohol, and I said, yes, ma'am, I do understand.
Okay. And what about, are you satisfied with your attorney services?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not get the opportunity to confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, have your attorney present your defenses and arguments, and the state won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to one count of simple assault from March 25th of this year?
Okay. Guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 16 days. If you have no other cases holding you at the jail, you should be released within 24 hours. You will report to the Fulton County Probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While on probation, you will complete 30 hours of voluntary community service at any nonprofit agency, but it cannot be a church and it cannot be a school. And you will complete your community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. You will also complete the Operation 21 Law and Decision Making course. This is an online program. Your probation officer will provide you with the information. At all times, you're to have no contact with, I heard Kenneth Crawford. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You have to stay 200 yards away from Mr. Crawford and not communicate with him at all. That concludes the sentence. Thank you.
That's all. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, going back to 17 through 19, Mr. Poole.
All right. So Mr. Poole has been advised of his 2 cases and his 1 bench warrant. And he, at that time, for the simple battery, he was planning to plead guilty and NOLO to 1 count of simple battery and disorderly conduct from April 2nd. So,
Yes. And we were gonna ask, Your Honor, for since he's got 24 months on probation, we were gonna ask for the second 12 months, the second half to go non-reporting.
I don't have a problem with that as long as he completes all the conditions and he's up to date with his probation fees. He needs to make sure his probation fees are all paid off before he goes non-reporting.
He understands, Your Honor.
Right? Is that what he wants to do?
Yes.
All right. I can't recall where I was, so I'm just going to begin with position number 17. So as I was telling Mr. Poole, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
No.
And have you understood what's going on in all three cases?
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yeah.
If you decide to plead to these two cases, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a courtroom to face a judge or a jury. You will not be able to confront those accusing you of these charges. You will not be able to challenge the evidence brought against you. And your attorney will not have the chance to present your defenses and arguments. The prosecutor would not have to carry her burden to prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
For the simple battery charge on position 17, case number 25 CR 184A, how do you plead?
No.
No?
I mean, well,
I only do it to one.
I will do that. Yeah. No.
All right, this offer is rejected. The case will go to trial.
I'm gonna go to trial. I don't want to try.
It's gotta be guilty.
Mr. Poole, listen to your attorney. Mute the screen and listen to your attorney. Otherwise, we go to trial.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. He just got a little confused about which charge we were talking about.
Thank you. Again, let's go back to position number 17. Mr. Vincent Poole, how do you plead to simple battery from January 9th, 2025?
Yes.
Your sentence will be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 19 days, balance probated. While you will be on probation, you are to have no contact with alias Shale, and you are to stay away from 3090 Early Street. You are to complete 40 hours of community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month, and you must do the community service at any nonprofit agency that is not a church and not a school. And at all times, you're not allowed to own or possess any firearms. With regards to position number 18, how do you plead to simple battery and one count of disorderly conduct?
No.
Accept your plea for simple battery. This will be 12 months probation consecutive to position number 17, which means that this is an additional 12 months of probation where you would need to complete 12 anger management classes, and these are 12 weekly and anger management classes. You will need to go to your healthcare provider and complete an MH evaluation and comply with any treatment or counseling that's required by the evaluator. You are to have no contact with Nikita, was it Lyons?
Yes. Nikita Lynch. Nikita
Okay,
Lynch.
Nikita Lynch. And you are not allowed to return to the Wells Fargo Bank located at 3060 Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. For the count 2 disorderly conduct, that will merge into count 1. For count 3 disorderly conduct, we'll accept your no-low plea. Again, this will be that 12 months of consecutive probation. and you're to have no contact with Omar Stewart and stay away from the same Wells Fargo Bank at 3060 Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If you have completed the following, if you have completed the 40 hours of voluntary community service, if you have completed the 12 weeks of anger management classes, and you have completed your MH evaluation and any and all treatment that was required, and if you are not arrested again, and if you are up to date with your probation fees, then your second set of probation, your 12 months of consecutive probation for position 18 will be non-reporting. All these conditions must be met before you are allowed to go on non-reporting probation. Any questions?
No, we're all
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
I go back to the point, Mr. Ramsey.
And Mr. Mergler, Mr. Poole's bench warrant from position 19 is null prost.
Thank you.
Mr. Poole, was it? Okay. All right. Mr. Mergler, how would your client like to proceed?
He is going to proceed with the revised offer that we spoke about with the 30 days.
Okay. And just to refresh my memory, this is the simple battery charge where it is 12 months to serve.
This judge, this is position 20, Mr. Ramsey, correct?
Correct. So it will be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. He will be on probation to complete an anti-theft class. And he's required to stay away from 800 West Peachtree Street and all other Georgia Tech properties in accordance with his permanent ban, and have no contact with Ms. Rapopo Sicko. And then for the theft by taking, it is 60, to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, and a restitution of, was it $200?
Yes, I believe so.
Are these the terms to which your client has agreed, Mr. Ramsey?
Yes, Your Honor. And he does want the court to know that he is currently staying in Dakula. Okay, I don't think that should have any issue with probation and meeting his probation.
Well, he has to travel from Dakula, which is about 45 miles away from downtown Atlanta.
Okay.
And you'll need to do it once a month.
Can I transfer my probation to Dakula? Because I don't actually want to come back here at all. I don't even live here no more. I've been gone for like 7 or 8 months already, and I don't even come here.
That is something you would have to discuss with your probation officer in Fulton County. And if they're able to transfer your probation to a different county where Dakula is, then I don't have any objection. But that is something only that the probation office can proceed. Otherwise, you'll need to make time one day out of a month to come down to Fulton County probation and report in person.
And is it possible to go non-reporting?
No, not with his record.
Understood. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay. Mr. Ramsey, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
No, ma'am, I don't take any alcohol anymore. I haven't did it in 7 months. I've been clean, and I'm actually intern at Atlanta Recovery. So I've been doing that this whole time for about 7 months. That's what I was trying to explain.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So yes, ma'am, I don't do any drugs or do anything else.
Have you understood what's going on in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Are you entering this plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, I am definitely.
If you decide to enter this plea for these 2 charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not get the opportunity to go back to a courtroom to face your accusers, have the chance to challenge the evidence and the witnesses brought against you, present your own legal defenses and arguments through counsel, and the state won't have to carry its burden and prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. There is also no right to file an appeal from a negotiated plea. Are you prepared to give up these rights? Was that a yes or a no?
Yes, that's a yes.
Okay. For the criminal, how do you plead to 1 count of criminal trespass and 1 count of theft by taking from November 4th, 2025?
I plead guilty.
For the criminal trespass, your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated. You will stay away from 800 West Peachtree Street and all Georgia Tech property in accordance with a permanent ban that's been issued against you. You will complete an anti-theft class, and you must complete the class within 180 days of being released. You will report to probation once a month, and you will be up to date with all probation fees. With regards to theft by taking, your sentence is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated. This is concurrent to count 1. At all times, you are to have no contact with Ramapo Seco, and you need to pay a restitution of $200 at a minimum rate of $20 a month. And you will need to direct your payments to your probation officer, and the probation officer will then remit the funds to the victim.
Yes.
You will report every month for the remainder time of your probation. So please be mindful that unless probation is able to accommodate your transfer, you will be required to report to Mitchell Street in downtown Atlanta. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next case.
I believe that's everything. That's it. That's everything, Your Honor.
All right. Let's just go down the calendar. Position number 1, that case is a waiver of arraignment, bond amended to a 6,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 2 is reset to April 16th as he's got a new case to deal with. Position 3, Tyrone Glenn, was a plea. Position 4, Goolsby, what are we doing?
The state reset, Your Honor.
Okay, is this April 16th? Position 5 was a plea. Position 6 was a null pros. Position 7 and 8, Antoine Harris, what are we doing?
Conflict, Ms. McLeod's case, Judge. You got released.
Was he released?
Sorry, yes, released.
Okay, so this is a released and further notice.
Yes, Your Honor, that was my understanding.
All right, thank you. Position 9, Heckard, was a plea. Position 10, Hickson, was a plea. Position 11, Michael Lee.
That's reset, Judge. 414.
414.
We can. If not the 16th this far.
Let's do it 416. I don't know what's the calendar like for next Tuesday.
Fair enough.
Position 12, Lockett, is a waiver of arraignment and further notice for trial. Position 13, Moffett, is a plea. 14, Moffett is null frost. 15, Petrie was a plea. 16, Pena was a plea. 17, Vincent Poole was a plea. 18 was a nolo plea. 19 is a a null pros. 20, Ramsey was a plea. Position 21, Simmons Wilson was a plea. 22, Becerra Macedo is reset to April 16th. Position 23, Weems was a plea.
Weems was a bond hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. It was a bond hearing. And so that, and I'm sorry, Ms. McLeod is filed a waiver of arraignment. Sorry about that. Waiver of arraignment, and it was a bond for A split bond, $33,000 split bond. Got it. Okay, thank you. Attorneys who have to submit proposed orders or plea paperwork, please direct that to Miss Melissa Grace at melissa.grace@fultoncountyga.gov. Okay, Miss Rose Bangura, who are you here for?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I had a dental appointment and I missed the first 15 minutes. I'm a victim in the case of Michael Denizard. From what I assume, from what you just read, I assume he's position number 2. I do know that he had a case. Okay, so is it just reset again?
It's going to be reset. You can use the same Zoom link and it will be April 16th at 9 a.m.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you. You're free to go.
Ms. Bangura, check your chat.
I'm sorry?
So check your chat.
It did not give me access to anything from before I joined, unfortunately. It only gives me access from my joining. Oh.
You look. It should be there.
Okay. Oh, yes, I am. Sierra Leone. Oh, wow. My dad went there. Oh, wow. That's so crazy. I have to tell him. Yeah, my dad went to Private.
All right. Thank you, folks. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I have to resume another calendar.
Yes.
So thank you, Ms. Bangura. You're free to go.
Thank you. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, I have Mr. Bartel. Do we have any other matters for the 11 a.m. calendar that needs a court reporter?
Yeah, good morning, Judge. No, we're not going to need a court reporter for the 11 a.m.
Okay. In that case, we can stop the live stream.